This is how I just do my lunch break during the pandemic. Just cooking some light lunch. You may call that light lunch, because what I'm preparing is shima. If you can see on the right hand side, that yellow thing is shima, and I'm just mixing it. So I put a little bit of it in there. It's not yet ready to be made. Well, I think it is about ready. Yes, you mix it a little bit. You put some bit so it becomes a big thicker paste. As a Zambian, I grew up eating this one, although I was eating mainly the white version. At times when there was a shortage of what a version of what we call mealie meal, went to the yellow one. In England, I prefer the yellow one. Very nice texture. So you keep mixing it. This is what you have to do at lunchtime during the pandemic. And I found that working at home has helped me actually to become stronger health-wise. I used to eat very little. There you go. Now I'm mixing it, getting closer and closer to the real shima made. So my wife is at work. She works away from home at one of the food factories there. I work from home, and lunch I've got to look after myself. Now that paste gives you strength. Once I eat that, probably I'll eat it the next one tomorrow. Lunchtime, evening, I won't eat nothing. I just drink a bit of water. And the dish I'm making today is very, very special. You're going to see what I'm going to eat that with. But now I'm not yet satisfied. It's still a bit light. It needs to be slightly thicker than that. And when you get to the stage where it's thickening, you just stir slowly to avoid spilling on the cooker. See it very carefully, and I'm beginning to swirl, and I'm beginning to mix. Now speed up a little bit. Pam, 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 pam. Make sure you mash all the little lumps, the bubbles of uncooked mealie meal could be inside there. But as you mix it nicely, and you squeeze out all the bubbles, there you go. It's getting closer and closer. I just want to make it slightly, just slightly more. Yeah, that's the right one. Excellent. I just drop it right, Papa, mix it, spread it out nicely. Yes, I think I'm almost there. Now at that point, you're gonna see probably I'll need to put a bit more fire to make it cook real good inside. But first of all, carefully. It's a technique, you gotta know how to handle the stick. There you go. You can see now I'm pressing harder against the wall of the pan, just to make sure that it mixes very nicely. That's how you cook shima. And there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just mixing. Make sure it's getting inside there. There you go. You turn it around. You see, shima is very important for Zambians because we grew up eating that kind of source of starch. It's very strong. Then you're going to eat that with either vegetables or a stew. But what's important is that at every meal, because of the nature of our lifestyle, we work very hard, whether reading or walking about or whatever you're doing, that is what we grew up with. And you cover it up to simmer a little bit. That will make it easier to decant or to take it out of the pot. So you reduce the fire, take out your mealie meal, put it outside somewhere in the normal storage. We are ready to go. Let's see what happens now. You got to look for a nice plate which can take the whole of this. I like the ash ceramic which I bought recently. I enjoy cooking, and I like buying pans and pots and ceramic plates. There you go. That's the reason why I left it cooking a little for longer, so that it touches from the bottom of the pan. Then you can just flip it into a plate. There you go. So you just pick up some. Yeah, there you go. It's ready now. That is ready to be eaten. The next thing I'll do, just maybe cover it up a little bit. Yeah, I like I like cooking in a way that as you go, you put things together. Say you put a little water there so that it doesn't stick to the plate. There you go. You cover it up nicely. Now that's gonna be waiting for the thing what we call relish. Okay, now there's one thing that I remember. I always joke with my brother. Each time mom and dad took a short break holiday, they left us with all the stuff in the house. My brother would cook eggs and nothing but eggs. I still also do the same. What I'm gonna eat that with, that's mushroom with some kale from our garden. Mushroom we bought from the shop. Then kale, we got some a garden in the back of a yard. My wife does that bit. Of course, she wanted to plant flowers throughout. I said, no, let's put some kale. And I said, wow, couldn't we? Yes, we could. And we did it. And now we've got a plate of kale. There are different vegetables here, so we managed to eat our own greens. We cook our own greens. Now, there we go. That drink must go in the main fridge in the other room. Not, of course, in this room. We took out the fridge. There's a small fridge there just for a few things, but other stuff we put in the other room. Now watch this. I can't wait. I can't wait to just come and start eating this. Now I'm warming up that mushroom. I didn't want to use a microwave. I like warming up some stuff naturally on the pan, on the gas cooker. Yes, when I do that, I look for a nice plate where I can put stuff in, and that I'm gonna make some gravy. I'm gonna use gravy granules. All I do is take water from the tap, boil it, and that's gonna help us make the gravy granules into gravy. Usually I take 2 spoons of this. Let's see what happens. Yes, you open the gravy, that one. Many people want to make gravy because they're eating beef. I couldn't care less. It's just something to give me where I can stick my shima in as I do. I like my gold spoons. I'm going to take 2 of those tablespoons, 1 heap, and I stick it right in the whatever you call that. I've forgotten. I think it's a gravy dispenser. So now I'm going to pour water, warm water in there, hot water in there, and I'm going to stick that in the microwave to finish off the cooking. Always end up with the microwave just to fine tune. Now my mushrooms are almost ready. They were cooked way before I started cooking shima. I'm just warming them up and just also make it simmer a little bit. There we go. I think something is happening outside there. I just want to have a look. Okay, we are safe. I put in my gravy there. Now I'm looking for where to put my mushrooms. This is gonna be very tasty. You're gonna have to try this at home if you wanna have it go. Call me and I'll show you the menu or the recipe for this. It's beautiful. I'm quite creative. In there I've put a kale, a tomato and onions, and I've also put in the grapes. Grapes are so nice when you cook them with anything. And I also put soy sauce. I'm creative. Some things I do are unconventional, but they bring out the taste of my food. When you eat my food, I'm telling you, that looks very healthy. Can you see that grape here just in front onto your right? Beautiful. And that space I'm gonna put an egg. Now watch me the way I do my eggs. Perfect. I'm looking for a clean pan. Yes. Probably the pan I used that time, I remember, wasn't the best one because that was for the I put a bit of oil there. Yes, just the last bit of oil, and it goes through it in the bean. The gravy now is ready. I'm just no, the gravy is not ready. The water is hot, boiling hot. and then just pour it in the gravy dispenser. Then I'm gonna mix it a little bit. Once I mix it, yes, I mix it very nicely. There you go. I mix it, and I'm gonna complete that preparation in the microwave. And there's one big reason for that, so that the bits that were not heated up in the boiled water would be heated up through the microwave. Okay, that's what I might do. It also avoids eating some cooked stuff here. Okay, the next thing I do now is make an egg. Beautiful. You crack it, yeah, using yes, a spoon. Boom, boom. There you go. Then I'm gonna throw that in the bin, which is just behind me there. Then I start stirring. I want to scramble it up. Yes, very, very nice. You see, I'm a big guy. I can't just eat that one egg. It's not enough for me. I think I have to do something more. Let's see, I'm looking for one more egg. There you go. I think I found something. Have I? Yes, I have. I need to eat 2 eggs. I'm a big guy, you know. I'm about 6.1 food. Maybe even 2. Wonderful. So now that will bring out a rich taste, the combination of my kale, mushrooms, and egg. Now, before the pandemic, I never used to cook that much. There you go. I'm stirring. So imagine I'm eating a beef burger at my office. And maybe down the road I just buy some peanut butter crisps. But during the lockdown, I've specialized in almost having better meals at lunch. And I guess it makes your body feel healthy as well. You see, and they're more relaxing in the head because you're in your own home. At lunch, I'll just take about good 50 minutes to do this. It's part of my wonderful. Now the egg is ready. There you go. Now you see, I left it because of the surface of the pan. I lost some of bits of my eggs there. This pan was for steak. When I'm making steak, I've got also different types of pans. There you go. I got the egg and the mushrooms mixed with kale. Now I'm ready to go and eat. Make sure you don't drop those plates. So now the gravy I made, I'm just gonna put it up on the plate. Wow. There you go. There you go. There you go. Wow, that looks nice and hot. I like my food that hot. So what next? I think the next stage is to go to the dining room to go and eat that food with the shima which I cooked. So thank you very much for watching. So I'm now getting ready to go and eat my food.